We are hearing Jason Schaefer, in his own words, describing his mental health illness.
Now, Schaefer is the man accused of buying up explosive liquids and setting off a small bomb in Washington County inside his vehicle as the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force attempted to arrest him. Our Brent Weisberg digging deeper into court records that give us some new insight into Schaefer.
This new audio, first obtained by KOIN 6 News, comes from when Jason Schaefer pled guilty to being a felon in possession of body armor. That felony conviction for second-degree assault comes out of New York State. This audio also shows a young man who appears to be struggling with mental health illness. Just off of Southwest Teal Boulevard in Beaverton is the Andover Park Apartments. And on April 6, local police, the FBI, and EPA would all descend on Jason Schaefer's former apartment.
April 6 of 2017, police were dispatched to assist TDF&R on a scene with hazardous materials in his garage.
Authorities would find mercury and other chemicals. These close-up photos coming from the EPA show what officials found at Schaefer's apartment complex. Beaverton police were there trying to control the scene to help the EPA with cleanup efforts.
When police spoke with the defendant about the situation, he reacted very angrily.
Schaefer, according to courtroom audio, made threats to kill the apartment management, claiming an invasion of his privacy.
The department had given defendant eviction notice based on numerous complaints of noise, suspicious odors, and suspected drug activity.
Police were alarmed with his behavior and decided that Schaefer needed to be arrested and placed on a mental health hold.
The defendant resisted but was detained after a brief struggle. This is how the police learned that the defendant was wearing body armor.
At the time of this court hearing, Schaefer was being represented by criminal defense attorney Neil Weingart. He told the court that his client, after the April 6 incident, started mental health treatment.
He's been doing very well in custody. In fact, from the time I met him, he seems like a very different person than the one that you've just heard described.
Schaefer, according to his criminal defense attorney, may have taken possession of the body armor because of his delusions and paranoia with being evicted.
At the time of this incident, he was not taking his mental health medication. He has previous diagnoses that basically are pretty major diagnoses for his mental health.
During the plea and sentencing in May, Schaefer addressed the court.
I was just not in my own mind particularly well.
He apologized for his actions back in April at the Beaverton apartment complex.
I'm very sorry for the chaos that I was that day. It was very much me that was the problem, and I'm beyond sorry for my actions. I recognized a few months prior to this incident that I was becoming unstable.
He told the court that he considered restarting taking his medications, but thought it was too late, and described not knowing where to turn. He seemed encouraged that probation and mental health treatment would help him get on the right path.
I'm hopeful for my future. I'm very hopeful for my future with working on myself and being a contribution to society rather than a problem.
But just 5 months after that court hearing was held, the FBI would execute a search warrant at Schaefer's new apartment complex in Rock Creek, and he would light off a small bomb, allegedly, as law enforcement attempted to take him into custody. His new booking photo shows him bloodied as a result of the blast. Today, Jason Schaefer remains under federal indictment for assault and explosive-related charges. The FBI would not comment on his past criminal record. He remains in custody in downtown Portland. For KOIN 6 News, I'm Brent Weisberg.
A big